Have you ever felt like life is quietly passing you by? Like you're standing still while everything and everyone moves forward, leaving you behind in silence. You reach out for connection, but the bonds feel fragile. You try to stay present, but the noise around you starts to fade. And deep inside, it almost feels like Allah is pulling you away from people, from places, even from the world. But why? My dear brothers and sisters, this isn't punishment. It's preparation. When Allah isolates someone, it is not out of anger, it is out of love, mercy, and purpose. Today, I want to share 7 deep and often hidden reasons why Allah separates you from the crowd. Each reason carries a wisdom that many miss, yet it's designed to bring you closer to Him and to your best self. Before we begin, I ask you to reflect. What if your loneliness isn't emptiness but a divine invitation? What if Allah is calling you not to be alone, but to be with Him? Let's uncover the purpose behind your isolation and how it may be the beginning of your greatest transformation. First, Allah pulls you away to protect your heart. When you're constantly surrounded by others, your soul can absorb their energies, their words, even their doubts. The heart, so soft, so easily influenced, starts to carry burdens it was never meant to hold. So, Allah, in His mercy, removes the noise, not to hurt you, but to heal you. He shields your heart like one would guard a priceless jewel, because your spiritual well-being matters more than your social belonging. The friends that drift away, the calls that go unanswered, the silence you didn't ask for, may all be a form of protection. A soft whisper from Allah, "Come back to me." Secondly, isolation refines your character. Growth doesn't happen when the world is clapping for you. It happens in silence, when you face yourself. When there's no one to impress, no one to blame, no one to distract you, you start to see your truth. You meet the parts of yourself you've ignored, and slowly you begin to change. Remember, the Prophet ﷺ would retreat to the cave of Hira, alone, before receiving revelation. That solitude wasn't loneliness, it was preparation. Perhaps your retreat, too, is training your heart for something great. Third, isolation deepens your connection with Allah. When people don't understand you, when their words fall short and their presence fades, Allah remains. And sometimes He removes all else just so you'll finally look to Him. When the world feels far, you begin to taste the sweetness of dua whispered in secret, of sujud in the middle of the night, of tears that no one sees but Him. He becomes your closest friend because there is no one else. And in that intimacy, you discover a peace no crowd could ever give. Fourth, isolation is a training ground. When Allah is preparing you for something special, He often removes the unnecessary. Just like Yusuf alayhi salam was thrown into a well, then imprisoned, before rising to leadership, your setbacks might actually be divine setups. The betrayal, the silence, the rejection, it's not the end of your story. It's the refining fire before your rise. What feels like loss may be the beginning of purpose. Fifth, isolation teaches patience. Sometimes Allah places you in seasons of stillness where everything seems paused. You wait for answers, for clarity, for direction, while others seem to move forward. But Allah's delay is never without reason. Like Musa alayhi salam, who spent years in exile before his mission began, your waiting could be sacred. A chrysalis season where transformation is invisible but powerful. You are not behind. You are being prepared. Sixth, isolation purifies your intentions. Away from the spotlight, the applause, the expectations, you begin to see who you really are. Do you still do good when no one sees? Do you still turn to Allah when no one's watching? In solitude, sincerity is revealed. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam stood alone in his belief, yet that sincerity made him a nation. Maybe your solitude is cleansing you, reminding you that your worth was never in people's opinions, but in Allah's sight. Finally, isolation prepares you for a unique role. You weren't created to blend in. You were created with a purpose only you can fulfill. But that purpose may require you to walk alone for a while. Just like Yusuf alayhi salam emerged from isolation to save a nation, you too may be undergoing a transformation that isn't meant to be witnessed. Yet, the silence isn't the end. It's the start of something sacred. So if you're feeling lost, lonely, or left out, please don't despair. You are not being... And if this video touched your heart, stay with us. There's another message waiting, a continuation of this journey of healing, faith, and divine purpose. May Allah bring you peace in your isolation, strength in your waiting, and light in your darkness.